Africa. Just 2 tablespoons, you ain't know. If the children crying for starvation, just 2 tablespoons. You want to get a news update, my brother, 2 tablespoons. You want to know what is happening, Moravia, 2 tablespoons. Politicians want to make their decision, just 2 tablespoons. You want to know what's happening in the ministry, 2 tablespoons. Yeah, 2 tablespoons. Yeah, 2 tablespoons. You from Vonjema, Maryland, 2 tablespoons. Yeah, 2 tablespoons. If you eat cake and graduate, my brother, 2 tablespoons. You got a spoon TV, you got a spoon radio, 2 tablespoons. Yeah, 2 tablespoons. You wanna get a news update, 2 tablespoons. What? Yeah, Rastafari. Kilibamba, 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 kilibamba. What I want? Yes, what you got today? Yes, what you got today? Beseku. Bada. Skidibidi dabado.
And your boy, Friday the South Man, charges on the beat.
On the spoon to get your information. On the spoon to be part of our discussion. Spoon television. Spoon radio station.
Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Moravia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Africa. Just 2 tablespoons, you ain't know. If the children crying for starvation, just 2 tablespoons. You want to get a news update, my brother, 2 tablespoons. You want to know what is happening, Moravia, 2 tablespoons. Politicians want to make their decision, just 2 tablespoons. You want to know what's happening in the ministry, 2 tablespoons. Yeah, 2 tablespoons. Yeah, 2 tablespoons. You from Vonjema, Maryland, 2 tablespoons. Yeah, 2 tablespoons. If you eat cake and graduate, my brother, 2 tablespoons. You got a spoon TV, you got a spoon radio, 2 tablespoons. Yeah, 2 tablespoons. You wanna get a news update, 2 tablespoons. What? Yeah, Rastafari. Kilibamba, 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 kilibamba. What I want? Yes, what you got today? Yes, what you got today? Beseku.
All right.
Yes, sir. A special one from the CEOs, then coming with the spoon. And your boy, Friday the South Man. Charges on the beat.
To get your information. To the spoon.
The money to fight for
Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what.
Yeah, I've been settled. Yeah, I've been settled. So, party yourself. Okay. What is causing tension? You understand that there's a tension. Yeah, it got little noise, but it was settled. Okay. Yes. So, aside from that, any difficulties so far? No.
The process.
Okay. Okay, so.
Oh, yeah, when you say it, because there's a serious thing we're coming to this place here. And I told the PO I wanted to talk to you this morning when I was sharing my observer. You see? It's an issue. Why would the ballot be marked before time?
We don't know what a mistake coming from.
What do you mean what a mistake coming from? Why should it be marked to George Weah? It was marked. Not mistake. It can't be mistake. This is not mistake. You said a mistake? This is not mistake, oh. PO, this is not mistake. This is not mistake. No, you gotta talk on camera. We need to know why it was marked. I am the supervisor here. And I told you this morning, I saw criminals and passing here. And I will let this go viral. No ballot should be marked. No ballot should be marked.
Yes, I, a special one from the CEO, stand coming with the spoon. And your boy, Friday the Southern Band. Charges on the beat.
To the spoon to get your information. To the spoon to be part of our discussion. Spoon, spoon, spoon television. Spoon, spoon, spoon radio station.
Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Morovia.
Monrovia,
Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Africa.
Africa.
Just to spoon, you will know. If the children crying for starvation, just to spoon. You want to get a news update, my brother, to spoon.
Okay, indeed, tune to Spoon, of course, to get all the latest information, authentic news, and all of the major happenings in Liberia. Just tune to Spoon, and we're here to make sure that we dish out Liberia's very best. I'd like to say welcome again to another edition of the Late Night Show, the Late Night Politics on Spoon. Yes, we've been here for over 3 months now, running this thing together with all of the guys across the world. Liberians gather here to agree or disagree on the issues, and we all have our eyes on the bigger picture, the interests of our country. We all want to see Liberia do better. But I'd like to say welcome again tonight. We ask you to kindly share the program as you come on, and you can also join us tonight by tuning into Spoon FM 107.5, Fabric FM 101.1, or Super FM 95.5. We want to say thanks for joining us to all of you who have joined us via radio this evening. Thanks for joining us, and to those of you watching your TV, thanks for joining us as well. And we're live online at Spoon TV, Fabric TV, and Super TV, or on Facebook. On YouTube, we are there at Spoon Talk Live. So again, welcome to the program. Let's hope we can have a great show here today. This show is the first we are having since the National Elections Commission conducted the November 14th election. Since the November 14th poll, this is the first edition of the Late Night Show. And so we're going to be here tonight again, talking about the trending issues. Of course, the National Elections Commission has released the first provisional progressive tally report. The first progressive tally report from across the country is up. And all of the other things that are happening alongside that, we're going to be talking about here tonight. We're going to do just 1 hour and we'll be out. But I want to say welcome again. Let me bring in the rest of the guys. I'm Nelson Collier. Let me bring in our co-moderator, Moba Zoka. Moba, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Nelson. My pleasure, brother. My pleasure. I'm so. Look, Nelson, for the past 4 days, I'm supposed to sleep my eye. You don't believe it.
You've not been sleeping for 4 days?
4 good days, brother. I sleep for more than 2 hours. I sleep for more than 2 hours.
Why are you having tarry? Is it a compulsory tarry or what?
It's not like a compulsory tarry, bro. We trying to protect the vote, call coming in, trying to deploy people. I mean,
So how have you been protecting the votes from the US?
Through communication.
Through
communication. People call me from from the polling station. People call me. I call the people. But Karishma, she my witness. I call her. I give her some information. She check out it was true, and she was like, "Wow, yeah." So it was not only her, but I gave a lot of information out, and it was all true.
Very authentic information.
Yeah, they're all authentic and very true. But end of the day, at least the big picture, we fought a good fight, and we can't take the glory. We get the glory to the Liberian people. We just want the best for the Liberian people. That's all. And the people that protect their votes. Although we were here saying the resources, and as I said again, people were calling me from all errors. My man, we need data. We got to do this. You know, we got to be there, my brother. The last minute of time, they're like you're playing the game, 90 minutes again, and you know
Yeah.
they give you penalty and they say next you can kick it. They say
And
who the best
you
penalty? They say who
you
the
go and
best
miss. They
yeah
put the ball before you. They say kick.
kick.
They kick the ball all the way over
Then
the
you go
pole.
kick the boy in the air. He say what they are doing so like that we got to come out and
I
whatever.
mean, like experience you explaining that. So somebody just
whatever
told me
send.
that you
My
were
man, like
very
you, that I
busy,
mean, like
busy
you.
freestyle ball player. You know, the person said they know you. The person just texted me and said, the person said, okay, no, I won't call the name. The person said, ask Mobile. Mobile knows me very well. That ball was very fishy when it comes to
Put it, okay, put it all. Let me see it. Put it. Comment. Let me see it.
no, but no, I said text. Let the text here. Let it here.
Like you wanna see you. Yeah,
Let
but
me
man,
bring
you know,
in Raymond Zeze.
in all indication, you know, like
I
you know,
mean,
I
don't
just
jump
want
the
to tell.
gun. We coming talk about all the
No,
things on
but
the
let me
street.
say my own. Be bringing a minute about. Let me be talking about it.
Raymond Zeze, thanks for joining us.
Remember,
Behind every
every
dark
black case, what
shade,
they behind that
there's a
thing.
bar.
We would like to
Okay,
thank the
that's right.
Liberian people for where they're taking our
My brother not clean. Here, that
And
barman
we're
shaka.
also excited. We're in the season to think Liberia, love Liberia, and it's time soon that we'll all be rebuilding Liberia together. It's an exciting moment,
Raymond.
and our hearts out to the Liberian people who have done tremendously well in these times.
We get it.
Stood up to the power
credit
that
because
robbery,
you know
we redeemed our country.
the action
Give us hope
was too much.
for transformation that we all so much desire.
Thank you.
The action was too much, my man. You know the people
You
did
know,
well.
somebody posting in the comment section that they can see the love in my eye, but I not make it.
You not
What
make
did
it.
concern me? He said, "You see the love in my eye, but I not make it." I beg you, you don't take it back.
Man.
That video got me laughing. I laughed so hard until So you don't
Man,
take me back there.
that video, I've been playing it. You know, I get it in my phone and I'm posting on Facebook. So I want a lot of go to it.
Francis, welcome to the show.
What's up? What's up? Rescue mission. What's up?
You know, guys, who fought a good fight.
Man, we're
still
still fighting here.
Sherry.
But Sherry
Welcome
can
to
put
the show,
into your
Sherry.
mouth for you could jollof where that is somebody cooking for butter.
You compare something when it can't go again? Come on. That chef is looking at so professional chef.
Let's see.
See who can cook.
Look.
I beg you.
Yo, Nancy, this year, I disgrace the whole thing from start to finish. I put everything in the chat.
I mean, you can cook.
Look at the guy.
That jollof rice.
Listen, girl, send it to man. Send it, look at me, tell the man, say, they want to give it to my dog.
After they made the serious cooking, say you can give it to your dog. But Norman, thanks for joining us. It's good to have you on. Thank you.
Oh, my brother, Cindy, I know you're coming on tonight.
Yeah. So let me bring Rudolph on. Rudolph, welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us.
Nelson. Thank you.
I'll leave tomorrow, but I will sleep.
It's a happy day. Don't bring nobody here from the other side, please. So it's a happy night.
Everyone is welcome.
Oh no, we want that. We want
that. Listen, interestingly, the link is up there. I just saw in the comment section someone saying, "Hey, don't bring George and Vasco on." No. Listen, let George and Vasco come. We need everyone to come on here.
Yeah,
at the end of the day, we are all Liberians. George and Vasco are supporters of the CDC. George and Vasco are supporters of the CDC. That we know. But it's always important for the guys to.
We are. The men need to kind of explain the inactivity in their war room. No action.
Yeah.
No action.
Yeah. So let's do this. Regardless of all of the happenings, everyone needs to come on. And our guys need to be here as well. Though George and Vasco support the CDC, but at the end of the day, we are all Liberians, and we started this platform by giving every single person the opportunity to express themselves, to share views. We started off by agreeing and disagreeing, So yes, let's continue that way. And Josh and Vasco and the rest of the guys have the link. And so they will be coming on, I believe. So um I know that they will be coming on. So we can have this conversation. Norman, you are the only female on set here now. So in fact, with no hesitation, without asking for any permission, I think we're gonna put you right here.
You took the Terminator down.
Yeah,
I'm
make
for
it
man looking at real Terminator.
Terminator.
But Will,
But
But
guys,
Sandy, welcome.
I got a proposition for Josh and Vasco.
How you doing?
You need to wear green
Sandy,
suit for
yeah,
an entire week. You'll get
no,
an invitation to the inauguration.
okay, just let's officially welcome Sandy. Sandy, welcome to the show.
Thank
Sandy,
you. It's
so
good
the
to be
man
here.
cook get food. You say you made the mail big cook for the door for your door.
Oh, this guy, who? Sherry?
But that Jola Red, and I know that Ghanaian Jola Red.
I
I
can't
mean,
hire
Wait, but Jola Red
I can't
if
even hire Sherry to go for my door.
imagine that, Cindy, you are bad. You are bad. But again, we have to move on. I want to say thanks to everyone for joining in tonight. Um, it's no secret that the process is on. Um, the October 10th or the 2023 that a lot of Liberians spoke of yesteryears is right here. That very 2023 have seen October 10 come and go, and the very 2023 is now seeing the runoff election ballots being cast. And what we're doing now is waiting for the results. We are waiting for the results. The decisions have been made. Liberians have decided who those individuals are that they want to serve as their representatives, their senators, their vice presidents, and even presidents. You know, and so all we now wait for eagerly is the results from the decisions that Liberians made across the country. So as it stands, we're gonna have a great show tonight, guys. You can share the program. Let's hope we can share the show. I want to get something coming through here. So the first thing is that this process saw a lot of commotion in different locations. There were reports of pre-marked ballots that started to surface even the night before the actual election, and then and it continued throughout that morning up to the day itself. There were reports coming in from different locations about pre-marked ballots. Well, the National Elections Commission at a point tried to address that, but next says everything that has to do with pre-marked ballots, to some extent, especially the security aspect, has to be left with the security apparatus to take control of that, because there is very little to what they can do. And so the process went on. The next thing is, um, there is tension at some polling places across the country. Even while we were in the field, we kept receiving calls about tensions in other places, or some individuals are going and intimidating other people who are going to vote. And there is this video. Maybe I should share this one before we even proceed. Miss Fatiman, I think most of you here know her.
Yeah, we were even on live on our identical day when she posted when she was taking
Okay.
that stuff. The both are
Okay,
on live.
very
Yeah.
good. Very good. And a lot of you saw the video that she shared about what happened to her. Um at a center in district number 10, Montserrat County.
She's a giant, man. She fought.
And then and this is not the first. This was not the first situation. This is just one of many situations that occurred on the voting day itself. I want to get this one coming. Okay, I think it's coming. This is just one of many similar situations that occurred on the voting day itself, when Liberians were out there and they came across some other individuals. Now, so on one end, there were reports about how people went dressed in black, intimidating the voters, that if they ever remain there, they will bring manpower. We received one report from not too far from our station here in Congo Town, a precinct here in Congo Town. There were reports of such as well from other parts of the country. Now, where Fatima was, where she was assigned, there was similar report as well from there. In fact, she experienced the situation, talking about a group of guys going and inquiring. In fact, according to them, they received calls that there were people there who had some issues, and so they went there. But if you saw the mood that those guys went in, the kind of energy they went with, you would know exactly that it wasn't that peaceful. But again, there were men on the ground. So aside from that, there was also this issue about the FRR. From the engagement with some observers or political parties, observers, or let's say poll watchers, those people had the FRR. They used it to compare with what the NEC officials had throughout the day up until about 2 p.m. Then a message circulated that it should not be that way, and the NEC was not going to continue using that particular FRR that the observers or poll watchers had. And then it sparked tension in some other areas. At some precincts or polling places, the guys were okay, but then we can go on. But at some places, they raised some serious concerns, and so that was one of the issues. Well, the NEC chairperson today said that it shouldn't be that way. In fact, the fact that those let's say political parties representatives were comparing what they had on the FRR to that of what the NEC officials or the temporary staff of the National Elections Commission had, it was a way of let's say trying to do or outstep their bound, trying to do what should actually be the job of the National Elections Commission, and so it will not happen. Senator DeLone this evening came and provided a rebuttal to that in fact it should be that way because the law says so. And if the next chairperson says that doing so is against the law, then of course she doesn't know what the process should be like. And he questioned then his next question was, what then is the essence of the FRR? But on the flip side, the National Elections Commission, in the midst of everything, was able to release some results today. I'm just laying it out, and then I can turn it over to you guys to make your points and all of that. The National Elections Commission today released the first progressive tallied report, or we say provisional results. Provisional results. I want to go to it now. Let me have it coming from here. So, as per the report, as per what the National Elections Commission released, this report from the National Elections Commission puts the Unity Party ahead. And again, it's very important to say here that every single step along the way, the numbers are going to keep fluctuating. There will be fluctuations based on where the National Elections Commission is counting from. There will continue to be fluctuations. So party A will go up, party B will come down, and it will be that way throughout until they get at that stage where all of the polling places and precincts are completed. Then we get at that final stage. Wow, I want to read everything what the net posted here. Okay, so as per the results so far, it puts Unity Party ahead with a little over 5,000 votes. Mama, I think you can take over. Let me do a very quick adjustment here. I want to get something from you quickly.
All right. Yeah, but we just made it rounds because I think you guys already hear what Nelson said. So we'll start with the first female. That like just
yeah. We're about
can,
to make the rounds. We're about to
uh-huh.
make the rounds, right? But
Why you want to?
I want us to go on this. But aside from the results that are coming from the National Elections Commission, a lot of you are already aware that we equally have results coming from the war rooms.
We are very aware.
The political parties. Let me put it that way. Results coming from the war rooms of the political parties. So you take, for example, the CDC says it has its own war room. And from that war room, you have some numbers coming out. At a point, we saw some charts being displayed, but then it went on that they said, look, no, in fact, we're not doing our own this way. We're going to take our time how to do it. So it's not going to be the way the Unity Party is doing this, for example. So the Unity Party, on the other hand, has a war room. And a lot of you here have been seeing the numbers coming from the war room of the Unity Party. Yesterday or early this morning, the war room captured up to 60%. Well, as of this evening, they've captured up to 95.4%. Yeah, 95.4% of the results. Now, one important thing to take into consideration here is that the National Elections Commission had a message, a text message circulating across the country. All of those using the different GSM networks. If you're using the Lone Star Cell MTN Orange, for example, you have this message coming through talking about the numbers, those results that have been posted at the different centers will be the same results that the National Elections Commission will release, and that that Liberians should not be panicked. The election will be free, it will be fair, and it will be transparent as well. So, where do we stand now, given the numbers that are coming out, given what we have from the National Elections Commission, comparing it to what's coming up from the political parties? Well, we've not received that much from the CDC, for example. And that's because they're not being too public about what they are doing in the background. But given the results that are coming up, rather, judging from what the NEC released, and also taking into consideration what is coming up now from the Unity Party, or from those two political parties' war room, what can you say about this process? Let's begin with the process, then we'll come back to the numbers. Can we say, is it fair to say, first of all, that the election has been free, fair, and transparent? Not from the numbers, but making an honest evaluation of the process itself. The process from the time people went to the centers to vote, the different reports that are coming out. What's your own evaluation of that? What can we say about the process? Then we can end up with the numbers that are pulling out as well. So we'll start with you, Moba, as we try to. I'm trying to do an adjustment here in the background. Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you, Nelson. Well, I was send a kudos to the Liberian people first because, you know, all the time we've been on the show and we've been talking the same thing over and over. Protect your vote. When you're done voting, do not leave. Stay there. Gaia vote, Maya vote. This is a feature. It depends on it. You know, and then they're listening to us. And because of that, it plays a very, very important role in these elections. I can remember yesterday I received a lot of calls from all indication in Liberia, for more than from over 20 polling centers. I was there receiving calls. People were calling me what was going on. And my message was, do not leave. Stay there. If anybody attack you, call the police. Number one, do not be by yourself. You group yourself. Be peaceful. And all those people listening, and they know that if they leave, the incumbent will steal the election because they make a lot of attempts. Even the incident that took place to Mama Point, before the incident could happen, I received a call. When the people was getting ready to go and attack the people from the polling area to Mama Point and to the Caddy School up Broad Street, I think Broad Street, I received a call. I just came from work, about to sleep a little bit, and my phone keep ringing. I only slept for 2 hours. And I received a call. When I pick up the call, and the person told me, call your people, tell them that we're coming. I was like, what do you mean? He said, oh, yeah, we're coming. We all were black in Solomon George fence. I was like, really? He said, yes. The first person I called, I reached my answer. She said, oh, I ran an ambassador. Not to. I said, Karishma, don't take any chances. Call. I hang the phone. I call Fatuman, and I call other people that I know that can go there for rescue. This is the work we do on a daily basis. We're not coming and explain it, but we play our part. We play our role, to make sure our people get a transparent, to protect their vote with all the intimidation and stuff that they attack on the people. But still, they were always they stood their ground. We want to say kudos to them. We work behind the scene. That we ain't got to praise ourselves. God knows what we did. But the people who was on the ground that did their job by protecting their vote, it was a many attempt to stop ballot because the incumbents saw the people, they were all the result, that it was over for them. And when I received those calls, I never sleep. When I tell you 4 days, I'm supposed to sleep my eye for more than 3 hours. You'll not believe it. I said, no, I can't sleep. I gotta be up. I gotta, when anybody attacking, let me send a message out there, let me call, let me do this, and I was just doing it. This is the Liberia we're fighting for. It's not for ourselves. But I will get a kudos to the Liberian people who stood their ground and they protect their vote. Some of them say we will die yet today. Some of them say just kill us, but we will not leave because they understand the only language the incumbent can, let's say the incumbent can listen to is maybe they need somebody to maybe defend themselves in a way, peaceful way, and so they can tell the world that what they want to do, they can stop it, not by attacking them, but by coming on social media, people videotaping them and they standing their ground, and that's what happened. So I will submit by telling the Liberian people, thank you, and I would tell, I would tell CEO, thank you for giving all the privilege, to come on the platform, to express our grievances to the Liberian people, to tell Liberia and the world at large what is going on in our country. CEO, I tell you, thank you, because without you, without this station, but now the election is over. I can say it clear, without fear. Without you, God first, without you, the election is over. The incumbent are coming wreck it. But because you alone, you are able to conquer more than 200 voices in Liberia that get media, including the big mob mayor. When I call him, need to make him relevant. But you stood your ground, CEO, and you gave us the privilege. You say you come on my platform, and you make us today. Some of our people know us through the platform. We say thank you. All year, we say thank you, CEO. We appreciate you so much. That God bless you for giving us the time to tell the Liberian people to come up with our frustrations, what is going on in our country. Thank you, Nelson and Samir.
Thanks a lot, Moba. Norman, let's hear from you. What do you make of the process so far? Been here for months talking about this process. October 10th came and passed. November 14th was just the day, was just 2 days ago. Well, here we are. What's your evaluation of the process? Can we say that this process was free, fair, and transparent enough?
Well, good morning, Nelson, and good evening to all the other panelists. So I just bless God that we are here now. After, like you said, months, weeks, trying to talk to our people for them to go out and vote. At least we can see the end of the tunnel. I would like to say I don't think it had been fair and transparent because of everything that been going on. But I would also like to say God is there because with everything that been going on, we're still leading. So I just bless God for that.
Okay, so what do you make of the numbers that are coming out now? Take, for example, the Unity Party. Okay, so the Unity Party, as per the result today, announced today by the National Elections Commission, has 100, little over 193 votes, while the Unity Party, while the CDC has a little over 187 votes. There's a margin of about 5,000 right there. What do you make of the number so far?
I mean, I feel very good, even though, as we know, the first round, that's how it started. And before the end of the week, everything changed and post CDC in front. But I actually feel better this time because I already know what we have on hand. So I don't care how they put it. They put us first. Tomorrow come, they put us second. Even 2 days, 3 days, they put us second. At the end, will come out as first. So
Okay.
I feel good about the numbers, actually.
Okay. Thank you. Let's hear from you, Francis.
Yeah. Good evening. Good morning. Yeah. For me, I don't think this process was free, fair, and transparent at all. You see, everything God don't like ugly. So if it's supposed to happen, it will happen. It doesn't matter what you do. So they tried, but it failed. But it was not free, fair, and transparent. There were too many forces at play here that if the Liberian people did not stand up, safeguard their votes, their polling stations and things like that, we would have been talking about having a different story here. All of the effort the Liberian people was going to go into waste. Common example, people probably are not paying close attention to what happened here. Those pre-marked ballots that they discovered 8, I think it was I don't know, District 10 or something like that. Who knows how many of that went around the country? But what I took from that is either way, those pre-marked ballots, because they're all marked in favor of CDC. So, and they were giving them out to people to vote, right? So one of two things could happen, but either way it worked for CDC. If you give that ballot to a CDC voter to vote, that vote will count as a valid vote because it doesn't matter if you put 2 check marks in that same box. So long as it's in front of CDC, that vote counts. But if a Unity Party partisan received that ballot and voted for Unity Party by checking the Unity Party box, guess what happened? That become invalid vote. because there's 2 marks now on that particular one in Unity Party and one in front of CDC that was already pre-marked. So either way, that was a major advantage to CDC. So most people did not catch up on that. Pre-marked ballot. But if those, I'm pretty sure some of them went through. Not all of them were caught. So the ones that went through either reduced JMB vote or it increased Judge Weah vote. So that was very scary. But
okay, yeah. So that's your take on the process. You think it wasn't free, it wasn't fair as well, and when it comes to that aspect, it wasn't transparent because
far
you
from
think
free,
the
fair, and
pre-marked
transparent.
ballots situation sort of undermined the fairness, and incredible nature of the process.
Absolutely. And when you even talk about the numbers that
Yes,
coming out,
yes. So then let's talk about the numbers. What do you make of the numbers coming out now? And then we can end up with you comparing the numbers that's coming up from the Unity Party war room, comparing it to that of what NEC is coming up with, as well as the other issue. Go ahead.
well, I don't like spoon is like a thorn in the side of neck. It's like fighting a crackhead. You keep hitting that person keep coming back. They're not going anywhere. You fight a crackhead all day, every day. They're not giving up. So that's what happened with Spoon and Neck. So Neck want to drag this thing like they did in the first round. They want to drag it so maybe they can find like a loophole or somehow to cause this thing. But however way you turn it, this result will not change. Because that text message that sent out was not necessary. Sending that text message, I will even create more anxiety in the minds of the people because everybody expects that the tally sheets that was signed by both party representatives and the NEC official and stamped by NEC should be accepted. So you sending that text message out to remind people that you accept that even create more anxiety. So they can keep dragging it out, but that's why Unity Party created a war room and spent thousands of dollars. We all donated to them, spent thousands of dollars to create the system so that as the results come in, they don't have to wait for NEC. Even in the US, we don't wait for the result to be announced. CNN or Fox or MSNBC will call the result because it's coming in electronically. And that's exactly what Unity Party did. So they can sit there, all they want to do in the other people war room, while they sit there analyzing Unity Party and NEC, but they're not producing the number. But one thing they fail to realize, Alex said today, that by tomorrow they will print out all of their stuff and give it to the international partners. So if they did not trust what was coming in and they have tally sheets for everything, that can be used as a case against Unity Party. So you think they'll be crazy enough to fabricate numbers and just put it out there and send that to the international community? If they do that, that's evidence against our Unity Party. So I'm not even worried about this stuff. We're just waiting. Let him be pulling their hair and do what. Let him keep sucking the little bit of money got out of George Weah, making it think that he got hope. But he said no that he out.
It's
so
Oving.
That thing been done.
Oving, Class D.
Yeah. So the numbers coming Unity Party, I mean, NEC will be confirming Unity Party's number. That's all.
Okay. Now, thanks a lot. Let me say welcome, Marie. Marie Keto, thanks for joining us tonight on the show.
Thank
you, Nelson.
Welcome, Marie. I think it's your first time, right? Because you're always in the comments.
Second.
This is Marie's second time on the show. Let's hear from you, Raymond.
Some must begin by thanking the Liberian people for doing the rightful thing, coming up in their numbers and voting the candidate of their choice for the best interest of our country. But to David Brown Lasana, who thinks she's doing the Liberian people a favor, and all of you journalists who goes when she put up this presentation and asks her the critical questions to talk down on you guys as if you live with her or once lived with her dad. That discipline her dad gave her should transcend to you guys. You guys are grown-ups, and everybody's doing Liberia a job. And she's being paid for hers. It's a job that she has to do. And the elections are not just rain and say elections are conducted. Elections are the essence of democracy. And for elections to meet this critical essence of democracy, it must be free, fair, and transparent. And part of transparency is to ensure that all the actors in election, including the voters, understand the process trust the process and support the process. But David Etta Brown Lasana don't speak to those things. She very arrogant in her response. She don't give the clear message. She seemed not to even know what to say. Most times she's clueless. How can you be playing such a critical function and not even on top of your game? But this election did not meet the criteria of free, fair, and transparent election, given a number of reasons. One, there were a lot of voter intimidation. David Etta Brown Lasana did not speak to those things. Thank God today is the internet age, where everything that is done, a smartphone can capture it and goes on live. And there are a lot of copies for people to see multiple times. So we were out here and we saw a lot of things going on in different communities simultaneously, including Akara's grave where he talks, moving all about. I know a few persons that are called to encourage it said, no, it's scary out there. I'm not going to vote. JNB supporters, of course, ladies who thought they should stay in their homes just for the sake of peace and not get hurt. So they succeeded to an extent to intimidate a few persons, and we saw the low turnout compared to the previous elections. Second, we're seeing issues of pre-marked ballot papers. How come, NEC, you control the ballot papers? How come on the day of election, multiple persons reported that there were pre-marked ballot papers all in favor of George Weah? Thirdly, issues of number of voters that voted in a particular precinct, the number of ballot papers that were cast exceeds the number of persons voted. It doesn't show that elections were free, fair, and transparent. Yet it's still, because of the Liberian people resolve, the will of the Liberian people, it exceeded all their cheatings. And right now, the Unity Party and the Rescue Mission is like someone who knows they have a lot of money in the bank. If they go and pick an expensive car and the person selling the car trying to make them feel like the car is so expensive for them, they stay there and laugh because they know what they got in the bank. So no matter what you want to do, if I want this car, I'm going to get it because I got the money to buy it. And that's what Unity Party says right now. David Etta Brown Lasana, no matter how you want to make your car look expensive, Unity Party got the money in the bank and they're going to get the car. Come with me.
Well, that's a great one. And now, just before moving on to Rudolph, I want us to look at a few of these videos here. A few of the videos here.
Oh, yeah, when you see it, because there's a serious thing we're coming to this place here. And I told the PO I wanted to talk to you this morning when I was sharing my observer. You see? It's an issue. Why would the ballot be marked before time?
We don't know what a mistake coming from.
What do you mean what a mistake coming from? Why should it be marked to George Weah? It was marked. Not mistake. It can't be mistake. This is not mistake. You said a mistake? This is not mistake, oh. P.O. This is not mistake. This is not mistake. No, you cannot talk on camera. We need to know why it was marked. I am the supervisor here. And I told you this morning, I saw criminals and passing here. And I will let this go viral. No ballot should be marked. No ballot should be marked.
And so, Nelson, this is exactly my point, right? We saw a coordinator offer the immigration.
Remo, just we're coming there. Just hold on a bit.
I don't know, for some weird reason, these guys are trying to intimidate the people in district number 10 as the overall supervisor. I'm just taking video of people. People are just peacefully voting, and people are coming. We don't understand what's going on. We don't know what's happening.
You somebody know me now. So what happened to that? What happened to that? I gave you a making last time. What happened? It was simple. You understand me? It was simple. We came. People said, "Oh, people misbehaving here."
Nobody misbehaving here. No problem was here. All right.
You go to court, the people misbehaving. That's the part of the law.
Let me just ask a question. Everybody,
So the guys in clean clothes, not uniform.
Yeah, black clothes.
Yeah, plain clothes now. So
In
they
certain
walk up
clothes.
at the center to say that they got a call that people were misbehaving, and so they went to handle the situation. Now let's yeah, Raymond, I know you are trying to make a point. You landed your thoughts on that already.
So
We
I was
have
trying to
to-
say we could see the coordinated effort from the immigration officer who's there to ensure security. But she's there defending the pre-marked ballot paper. We don't know how it happened. You're not conducting election. That's none of your business to talk about how it happened. And she's trying to cover up. It was a mistake. Jump to a conclusion. It was a mistake. We don't know how the mistake happened. And the guy who should be the presiding officer is saying the guy should get off the phone and talk. You could see a coordinator offer to cover up our neck. And even all those who were in charge of the election. So to an extent, the election were not free, fair, and transparent. But because the Liberian people came out in their huge numbers, all of those irregularities were even able to be covered up by the number of votes.
Of course.
Thank you, Raymond.
What
Let's
talks should be there trying to say they received call and they came to ensure you're part of the election. You can be a player and a referee at the same time.
But one thing to point out here is that those guys were not wearing on a particular party's t-shirt.
They were wearing
right?
black. Get up, like you to net.
Yeah.
Yourself to get black.
Yeah, just like you in your black as well.
But you know why we know where they belong.
So it's difficult. It's difficult to just look at them.
No, Nelson.
And then line them. No, I'm coming, Raymond. And then line them with a particular side. You getting the point, Raymond?
You can use context clue. And you know why you can use a context clue?
Mm-hmm.
There were only two parties in the election. The person doing the recording, which side do they belong? They belong to one side. So you know
also answer that
the
question
opposite side who's fighting. And besides that, they were identified.
Did I just hear you say you were on the scene? You say you can answer the question because you were on the scene?
On the phone.
Who are doing the recording?
He said that was happening on the
pick her phone from her.
Thank you.
So you know, and I'll give you another indicator. The second indicator is
I got that.
Gray where he talks dressed in the same uniform. That's the exact same uniform the guys were in. So given those two indicators, you know exactly who they are. They identify.
Thank you. Let's hear from Rudolph. Rudolph, what's your take on the electoral process? Yes, we sat here for about 3 months. We talked about this process, the different sides you support. You are encouraging people to go out there and form part of the process to vote and all of that. Now, it's done. We're just waiting for results. What's your evaluation of the process? Was the process free, fair, and transparent?
Go ahead.
Yeah. Just take on from there. Then after you, we can take Cindy. I see Vasco is trying to come on as well. Let me bring Vasco on, and then I can go in. Oh wow, oosh! I'll have to bring Kevin on. But
Nelson, I would say this. For me to sit here and say that it was free, fair, and transparent, I think that would be a bit too romanticizing. What I would say is that there were systems built, and when those files, so when there were attempts of foul plays, those systems that were built detected them. And I will go further by saying this. In the words of Che Guevara, he said, I am not a liberator. Matter of fact, they don't exist. The people liberate themselves. And that is what we saw yesterday. We saw a people committed to changing their story. We saw the people committed to ushering in a new Liberia, a Liberia that will work for everybody. And they stood their grounds. When they were done voting, they did not leave. They stayed there. I mean, they kept their votes with their blood, their sweat, their tears, and everything. And for me, I think that is the most important part. We can say thank you to Spoon. Yeah, Spoon did her part. But the people who were calling Spoon, those were those were not hierarchies from the UP. They were people who voted, people who lived in those communities. They voted and they kept the votes and they made sure that every foul play was detected and was reported. So yes, I think it's very important to give them credit. So this election was not free, fair, and transparent. And with regards to the numbers, what I would tell you is that the numbers that we are seeing today from Honorable Conan, these numbers are accurate because he is not just manufacturing numbers. He is showing you tally sheets, signed and sealed by NEC. So just what we are seeing from him, just what we saw from this guy on Spoon tonight, these will be the same results that NEC will be giving. Because if they go contrary, we have our receipts to show. And again, let me conclude with this. The people have already shown to Madame Lassana that this election is serious and they can do whatever it takes to protect their votes. So I think she is smart enough to do the right thing this time. So thank you.
Thank you. Sandy.
Well, good evening, and it's good to be here. Look, like most of you have said, I also want to thank the Liberian people for going to the ballot. We came on here, we encouraged them to go. I know often second rounds, a lot of people don't show up, so we saw that the turnout were a little low, but yet the people still went out there and voted their candidates. Like Raymond said, there was a lot of intimidation, but yet the people still went out there and voted their candidates. So we want to thank the Liberian people. Look, I am somehow happy, right? I am seeing a new trend in our country. The people are standing up to their leaders. The people are demanding change. The people are voting out those that do not represent their interest. And that's a good trend for our country. Our democracy system is not where we want it to be, but I think we are headed in the right direction. We thank God for social media. The Mom Musu can be somewhere in Bon County and still, hear us. Or Mom Musu can be on her farm. Or Oma Sarah can be on her farm somewhere in Grand Gita and still watch Facebook and know what's happening in Morovia. And that's why we're seeing the way things are going in our country. But we also thank the young people like all of us. We thank people on Spoon Network that are voting, that are speaking out.
Papa Dide.
His big brother have a phone, so I'm gonna give him my own phone. And we talk about fairness.
That's it.
But look, on a serious note, and sorry for the distraction.
That's fine.
I have kids at home. So the Liberian people are waking up, and it's good. It's good. Where the country is headed is good. What I want to say in terms of the election and what is happening, we see some stuff going on, right? But I do not want to come here and say that the process, the entire process is now free, fair, or transparent at this point. I agree. We see some movement that shouldn't have happened. We've seen some things that happened that shouldn't have happened. And I will hope that some of what has happened will be addressed. But more so, I will hope that announcing the results will reflect what the Liberian people voted. Announcing the result will reflect what is out there, the professionals, whether in the CDC chat room, the UP chat room, we have professionals that have results. And we know that those results will match or should match what the NEC should be announcing. So I hope that the madam and her team will do the right thing for the Liberian people. For one, I want to be patient. I mean, when it's what 10:30 Liberia time, I'm shaking. I'm getting close to my cell phone, to see the results, and we'll see that hopefully by tomorrow we should have maybe at least 80% of the result out. There is no reason why she should delay the result this time around. This is just presidential, 2 people. So it should be faster. We should get the result timely so that we will get done with this thing and move on with our life. But, as a person who supported the train, I'm optimistic. I'm very excited with what I'm hearing coming from the rescue mission camp. And for the fact that the rescue team, Corinne is in the lead, that's also a good thing. But it's still a little too early for me to start putting my laptop down and start dancing. Hopefully by the end of tomorrow, we will announce the cow meat coming out of Grand Gita so we can celebrate. Thank you.
Thank you, Sandy. So we will take Sheriff. Can I make it the last, please?
Why?
Because I want you to balance the topic when Vasco talk. I don't want him to talk and just go. Sure. Please. Mary coming. After Mary will take Vasco.
Thank you, Maba.
You're welcome.
So, just like everybody have already said, I want to thank the Liberian people for going out there yesterday and exercising their constitutional rights to vote their new president. Now, when Nelson asks about the election being free and fair, I can honestly say the political party that we're dealing with, that is to say CDC, there is nothing such as transparency in their book. They are never transparent. Transparency comes in many ways, and CDC is not capable of running an election without some form of cheating. But what I can say positively towards the election yesterday is that our country is now taking a trajectory of positivity in our democracy, and I can say that it's only going to get better from here. It's not going to get worse. Our people are going to start standing up for themselves, making decisions for themselves, for people who are going to bring results, not just mere promises and fake hopes that they gave the Liberian people. So I'm also optimistic about the results that are coming out. And I know for a fact Joseph Barker is going to win the election. And I do want to say to people, anybody who thinks for a second that this next commissioner do not know the law, they're lying. I want to disagree with my Senator Darius Delon. She knows the law. She knows that the FFR is supposed to be read and people are supposed to give their name, something we do here in the United States also. When we go to vote, we call our name and they look on there for our address and confirm it before we can vote. So she know it, but she's just choosing not to do it because I see her to be a woman that is lawless, just like the political party that assigned her to her position. And she's taking advantage of the Liberian people only because she holds the responsibility of announcing the results. But we're here. There is nothing she can do about it. It's numbers, and she cannot change the numbers. And at the end of the day, the Liberian people will prevail, and she will have to accept that. Thank you.
Thank you, Mary. Vasco.
Yeah. Good evening, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen.
When Vasco is speaking,
I think you followed
the
topic, right? Or you want me to?
Yeah. Can you? Yeah.
All right.
I just
it was the question was, it's not a question, but a discussion based around like the election, the intimidation, like from your party, uh, how like some basics or some voter paper was pre-marked with CDC. Like you could see, I get one. I can even send it in the group chat. You see it, and all those stuff surrounding the election, including the election commission,
I think he asked
making a statement
about.
that
No, the
according
point
to
is, yeah, let me come in a bit. The point is,
yeah, bro.
Vasco, from your earnest evaluation of the process from the
Mhm.
start, from the get go, how will you rate this process? Was this election a free, fair, and credible one?
Thank you, Nelson. First of all, let me tell our people thank you for a very peaceful election. At least the environment was okay, and our people went through the process. And today, here we are waiting for results. But I can tell you that for what I observed yesterday, don't forget now, since the pre-war period, this is the first election that democratic government like the CDC government is spearheading without any intervention of any international security or whatsoever, like what we saw during the Taylor, during the Manaseli period. So we have to give it all to the government. And this is not the first election. We had an election 2 times. The opposition won, and it was the same Deviator Brown who spearheaded that election. But to your question, I mean, the election was free, fair, and transparent. Free, fair, transparent in the sense that before elections in Liberia, nobody was taking camera or doing video while people counting the ballots. We saw it yesterday. Most of the polling places in Maserati, people was going live and they were checking those ballot paper. So for that question, the election was free, fair, and transparent. And also, I see people talking about pre-marked ballot. Gentlemen or ladies, the election in Liberia is very simple. There's no need that anybody can cheat their friend over there. Once you have your tally sheets, you saw it yesterday. The people checking, they will do the reconciliation. The first thing the people are going to do is that in the morning they're going to check the number of ballot paper that are assigned at the center, and your observer will be right there. They would, if the mail would check it, because everyone else know there is 550 to a polling place. You will mark down. Everybody will have that. Yeah, okay, we agree. They will check it. Now the center will not check it. We'll check it. Everybody, you see it 550. Yes. So your pool washer or whosoever in that room, when the person enter to vote, you gotta have your little sheet to mark it. That's why they call reconciliation at the end of the process. They're going to dump the entire ballot papers on the floor or on the table, and they do the reconciliation to what you have, because you've been checking the number of people that enter to vote. So if you have 30% entering that polling place to vote, there should be 30 ballot paper coming from the box. If there is any problem over there, then that means something happened. There will be serious problem with the counting. But once you saw counting going everywhere, that means your pool washer was satisfied with the number of ballot paper that came from the box and what they have. And now we went through the counting process all over, and we're now waiting for the result. So that gave it up to the election commission. The process was okay. I think we all should wait for election commission to announce the final result, because everybody claiming victory. I can sit here and tell you I know what I have in my own war room. You guys can sit and say you have this in your war
Okay,
room.
so we're gonna come to the war room discussion. We're gonna come to that aspect. But Vasco, I want you to listen to something, right?
Yeah.
The sense, in fact, we're talking about the free, fair, and credible nature of the election, whether or not it was free, fair, and credible. Yes, Mobile tried to come in with the aspect that has to do with the pre-match ballots and stuff like that reports kept circulating about. But now, let's have a listen to this, folks. Let's have a listen to this.
Nelson, before you listen to that, can I get a few seconds?
No, I want us to get this one first, then we will come in.
Get a video.
Yeah.
Nelson, also, can you check your messenger? I sent you a recording.
Okay, so this is not, yeah, I'll check it. Thank you, sir. So this is not a video, this is an audio, so we have to give some attention to get what's in it.
Give my sure report. I will take it past, then you can see it. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, I told you about Grand Crew. That's the information you give me. Spoon talking about it not too long when I read it. All your information 100%. The damn stupid. Everything at 550. Everywhere at 550. So just take off 450. I mean, 550. Check it, boy, I can. And you did it. And you did it 540. You get what I'm saying? You can gain 3. You take it 5. Everywhere, just do it like hello. Gain 1. Don't gain 0. Gain 1, 2, 3. You know, you get what I'm saying? Yeah. Bolu is looking the other way. You know when they say he that Amanda. What are you for? So I believe me that I get information, eh? Listen to me. You're coming to have a little tomorrow. You. Mama. I know. You got my senses. You are not. I'm sorry about you. You something about you. You can't give a discernment. You know, before Costa went against Wega, I'm very close. I'm a black one place was never Costa. So, Tony came and spirit there. So Costa not go against Wega. Then you be quiet. Then you be neutral. Just before I go, I don't know. By the way, I'm going to my beginning on my phone now. Went out. I left them. So I say, I see Andy. I see what I'm a black guy. I know what they're going to do. I smile arm and I'm bringing. I can see what they're bringing out here. Yeah, the only thing I come to have now. God, I don't come to a passing on me. So complex. We need to do what they deploy there. When I tell the army, I smart it. So be so complex.
Okay, so Vasco, yeah. What do you say about this this particular audio? In this audio, a gentleman is having a conversation with a lady, and he's being recorded without knowing. And the lady comes up, the individual comes up to talk about how the folks who should have masterminded this entire thing, they messed up. In fact, considering the number of ballots and all of those things, and you listen to the audio in its entirety. What's your take on this? How do you reconcile this with the thought or the assertion that the election was free, fair, and transparent?
Nelson, for the fact that this is just an audio, I mean, it could be a makeup by the opposition. Because, it could be a makeup. Because the only time you can take something to be a credible something is that if you see that identical thing happening, maybe if you see a video, because what the people say in there, it just, to me, is a makeup story. It didn't happen.
So you think two opposition persons decided to place this call and they make up this audio? You think so?
Definitely, Nelson. If you listen to that, that is a two opposition person making up this story. Because I mean, I know since the issue of this election, there are a lot of stories that will come out. Tomorrow again, you're going to hear another story. They're telling you having, I know, 30 armed men. How you manage to know there is 30 armed men going to the ministerial complex? with just an audio. So that is just an audio. It could be a makeup story. It's
Okay.
not facts.
Thank you.
You're
Thanks a
welcome.
lot, Pastor. And now let's hear from you, Sharif. Sharif, take us home on this talking point, and then we move to the numbers, the war room. Vasco, if you have anything you want me to play or share with respect to the election, maybe your war room stuff, you can share that with me via my messenger or WhatsApp. Any document you want me to share.
Man, I get no war room.
Challenging to
Okay.
bring war room.
Guys, no, stop the interruption.
No,
Let's
just
have
being a challenging is a better giving a challenging.
Nelson, I'm not
Thank you.
gonna interrupt, right? And that video is funny. That remind me when I was a little boy, how we used to divide the meat. You know, when you're eating with your little brother, your little sister, just get a picking small piece. Just get waka 10. Get we are 50. Now we used to divide meat those days. Who does that kind of thing? Just give we are 50, give waka 10. They say that waka people just talking your money yourself. Yo,
So, yeah, thank you, Nelson. And
Very funny.
first of all, I just wanted to congratulate our presumptive president, Honorable Joseph Juma Bakai. And also, I want to give gratitude to the Liberian people, people who stood up to protect democracy, people who stood up to see change, they demanded change, and they actually actioned it, and the result is about to come out. And this is not the end of the fight, it's just the beginning. We want the Liberia that's going to work for each and every single one of us, not just the Unity Party, not just CDC, but every single one of us. We want a Liberia that works for that woman who cannot afford to pay her children's school fees. We want the Liberia that works for that man who salary was harmonized and is not able to buy a bag of rice. We want a Liberia that works for pregnant women who are being rejected at various hospitals. We want Liberia that work for a young men and women who are graduating from high school but do not have hope in the society as to whether they're going to achieve something better in the future.
So Ture, having expressed the kind of Liberia you want, what's your take on this whole election thing?
I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there. So this is the reason why that today there was a lot of gratitude being sent out today, and there are so many unsung heroes that are there. You might not have heard your name on the radio today on Spoon Network. That does not mean they did not fight. You fought a good fight, and even those that are watching on right now, you are all heroes. We appreciate you. We thank you for what you have done, and for the diaspora who have sent a little $5, $10, $20 here and there, you have kept that economic going. You have kept Liberia on the front foot. You have kept Liberia to where it is now. You have made our people to survive. Liberia appreciate you. You'll be on the good side of history. And to the electoral process, we have a system built that is near perfect. The implementation of that system is where we have seen flaws. We have people that's supposed to be working for the Liberian people, but they are basically taking advantage of the position they have to infringe upon the right of the majority who are asking for change. And Deveta Brown, you are not exceptional. But guess what happened? We do have our tally sheets. We have our records. We are way ahead of you. One thing we can assure the Liberian people, the victory is on our side. The path to victory is clear than you can ever imagine. We can be deterred. We saw today. Let me land on this topic here.
Yeah, Vasco. I know we're gonna come to that aspect of the discussion, but I want to hear your take on the process. You know, before
the process. So today,
yeah, but you've exhausted your 2 minutes. So
today,
even going in the process.
Nelson, come on now.
So today we saw Madam Deveta Brown press conference she had. She failed to acknowledge the incident that happened in Foya with that helicopter. Why she did not mention that? That was one of the that's one of the issues that should have been addressed in every functioning society. That would be one of the great allegations. That would be one of the something that the army, the police force, all the security apparatus will be on trying to investigate to know the root cause of what happened. But guess what happened today? She did not even talk about it. So the electionary process, there was we received report from here and there, especially from Grand Crew, where you have a polling stations that has a maximum registered voter at 500, and you have voters going above 500. So that alone is a flaw. So that's why some of those places were quarantined and pending investigation or recount. And then we saw some of our citizens that were intimidated at various polling stations, especially Montserrat. But we also saw the citizens, our good citizens came out and also stood up against some of those things that was happening. So it's a good day for Liberia. It's a good day in our history. In a sub-region, we are on path to becoming one of the flag bearer of democracy. Is it perfect? It's not perfect, but we are getting there. What we can assure the Liberian people, you have spoken, and the ballot people have shown us that your voices were heard. So what we can show you now, this is not the end of the fight. It's just the beginning. We're urging all skilled Liberian. You are in the diaspora. Come back home and contribute. You're no longer going to be a citizen where that you'll be antagonized, that you'll be feared, or you'll be chased out from your own nation. You have a small scale in businesses. Bring your businesses in our country. The citizens need that. The Liberian people need that. We don't have jobs. We need skilled workers. We need industries. So for some of the Liberians that have stayed away from your country simply because of bad governance, we have a new day now. Come on and contribute. Let's change the story of Liberia for the better. Liberia
Thank you,
now is
Sherry.
open for each and every one of us,
Thank
and
you.
it belongs to each and every one of us, and we all
That's
can
what
come.
you there, Sheriff.
So this is just the beginning. Let's go on and be our nation to
Thank you.
where it's supposed to be. Thank you.
Thank you, Sheriff. Let me say welcome, Kevin. Thanks for joining us. It's been a while since we last saw you on. It's good to see you again. I would like you to just kickstart the conversation by telling us what your take is on this entire process. Was the process, the election, talking about the election, free, fair, and credible? Was it a kind of a credible process? Um, can you proudly say anywhere that we just saw or witnessed or observed or watched from a distance a credible electoral process?
Once again, thank you, Nelson. Thank you, everyone. And before I can address this issue, I beg you please permit me the time to officially tell my fellow panelists thank you. I was watching you from the background. I was in the comment section and working there because of my personal obligations at the time. So it has been happening like when the show is on, then I have to be babysitting. So you're sorry. But I mean, you did immensely a good job. And even the collaboration after the first round when Sandy and the other people came on board, you guys did extremely well, and this is the Liberia that we all has been praying for, we have been seeing or wishing to see, except for some people like Vasco and the others who do not want to see it from that perspective. But we should have a Liberia that in the end we should disagree and agreed. So I will leave it there and then come back to address the issues. And just to say, I honestly did a bullet points on each of them to just give, uh, um, like, just give my little opinions on each of them. Also to the ladies, Norman, Army, everybody, I won't call everybody name. I will recognize Marie and Nepe, who the organizer will say, thank you so much. You were able to stand the fire from these guys. I mean, it's not easy to be a woman among men. It's not an easy thing. So, yes, we did well. Thank you. Nelson took all the lashes on our behalf. Nelson, thank you. But sometimes you got to put that systematic journalism away because it's not everybody who on the show yet went to journalism school. The issue of camera that
Everything for
the
me.
usage of camera Vasco spoke about. Vasco, I want to bring it to your attention that 2011 election, 2005 election, unfortunately, they didn't know you were and was selling cell phone very expensive. Some all had 1100, never had camera. So we never had the opportunity to go and use camera to take the picture of result or whatever. That was the reason why camera wasn't used 2005 election. 2011 election seemed the economy, the technologies was booming. We have few people using, I think 3200 or whatever. My father had a one with the disco light around it. The camera wasn't that clear. So you only have few people again using camera phones, and then before Chinese phones started coming in. So to be honest with you, yeah, not ready. 2011, we had a lot of fun, but we were not that like the way we are now used to social media. The education was not there in 2011 to have used that. In 2017, we noticed that the usage of social media and cameras, that is electronic devices, helped immensely with the election of Ambassador JM and George Panelist.
Mhm.
So I don't see reasons why you will have issue with it now. So I will leave that to rest. I'm not asking to address, but I'm just saying it. Then the democratic process. Yes,
Okay.
this was a democratic election after Judge Ria took over. Was I would say the second, because 2017 it was also done without the help of Omeo immense support. So this is the second, yes, and whatever the 2017 election was fully conducted and transitioned over to him, and he took over, and he has had several elections within his regime, which is believed that this is the first where there is no international peacekeeper on ground. But during the 2017 election, there were no interference much compared to 2011 and 2005. I stand to be corrected. But with the fact now that indeed it was only the police, the EPS, and everything, yes, you are right. So based on that, I will address the issue of whether it was free, fair, and
Yeah,
transparent.
and that's where I want us to end up now. So we
Nay,
move on.
nay, nay, nay. I will speak Swedish to you. Nay, nay. Whether it was free, fair, and transparent. Being free, fair, and transparent, I would grade it on a scale of 75%.
Okay.
The reason is this: we saw a lot of irregularities and ills on the side of the government.
Okay.
The government failed to address several issues that disregard opposition, maybe complaining or whatever. The government represent the people. Whosoever that was being heard were the people, not the opposition political party, because the opposition political parties' representatives were all protected. Everyone who has suffered from the violence or from the malhandling of the government that is the state security, and everybody has been the people. That is the local people. And these are the people you are fighting to represent. So if you are fighting to represent people and you cannot protect them, no. On the issue of the FRR, I am very, very disappointed. And this is the reason I actually came on to talk in Basi Pamba, to be precise. Because Basi Pamba happens to be my previous boss in 2011 election, where I served as electoral supervisor. To see that Basi Pamba sat today and told the public that indeed the FRR is just a privilege, it was so disappointing, because that's why it's interpreted, his whole action interpreted to me. When he was working 2011, it wasn't a privilege because he was a citizen undercover. 2017, it wasn't because he wanted to win. He wanted his candidate to win at all costs. But now that it is his candidate, it is a candidate who is in the forefront. Now it becomes something that, if the people decide not to, when he Basi cannot stand before me and tell me that he never told me to tell the pool watchers, the voter registration identification officers, and everybody involved, that indeed you are supposed to allow the observers carry the FFR with them to be able to identify the voters. If you do not carry the names, how do you identify the voters? These are the kind of deceptiveness that I don't like. If you say you are for somebody, do not be deceptive. There is no time for you to put your finger, because I ain't got time here. The more I finish from here, Nelson taking me
Conclusion.
down. So my last line, the issue about the pre-marked ballot. Those are things that is somehow difficult to be authenticated. And for me, I love to speak on things that I see with fight. But I will just give a little light on what Francis was saying. The issue of bringing prima ballot is not to give the prima ballot to the voters. If the prima ballot mistakenly landed in the hands of the voter, it means that it was the negligence of whosoever that it was in the custody. The prima ballot was meant to be stuffed within the ballot box. So maybe that was just a way of God exposing them for us to know that there were pre-mass ballot. And the
Okay.
issue with the numbers of ballot per polling station, we know across the entire Liberia that it's supposed to be 550 ballot papers. Why is it 550 ballot paper? Is because 500 voters are to vote in one polling place, and the 50 is there in case there is an error on the ballot paper from the voter. Then it is your responsibility as the networker to change it. That's why the 50 is there. So and again, those things are things that are easy to be identified. So I don't see why, because the 550 ballot papers has a number. It starts with a
Yeah.
number
So,
and
so,
it ends
so
with a
yeah,
number.
Kebe, you've exhausted your time.
Yes, I
Sorry.
know. Honestly, that's
So
that's
in
the
conclusion,
last.
how
That's
will you
the
rate
last.
this process? In conclusion.
So I just told you in
Mm.
my if you are paying attention honestly, I told you that the entire process I created at the level of 75%.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
75%.
Thank you. Let's now bring Amy in. Amy, welcome.
So
Thanks for joining the
yeah,
show.
before you bring Ami in, I can be monitoring now from the
Okay. Okay. You want to go
unless
backstage,
no,
right?
okay, no, I can still be here because I see that a lot of people in here. I could monitor from down. Okay.
Okay. If you want to monitor from backstage, that's okay, because there's some folks backstage who want to come on as well. Uh, okay. So then, Amy, you can go
Thank
on.
you.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Hi, Nessie. Thank you. Yes, the process. Thank
Mhm.
you
The,
to
the
the
missionary.
Liberian people
All right. Please don't
for
interrupt. Go
thank you
ahead.
for showing up. Thank you for doing what you did yesterday, for doing your part. The process was it's not it wasn't free and fair and transparent.
Okay.
The
Why you
only
think so?
reason why we are this
stage is because of the Liberian people. They fought hard for us to be here. If it would have left with the UP organization or the rescue something, we might be saying something else by now because I mean they did their best, but they can't be everywhere at the same time. It was the Liberian people that were everywhere and they were making the noise before, people coming on. You cannot have people in other counties and stopping individuals from going saying, oh, they counted for this person. You can't come in and harassing them and they terrorizing and they're attacking them and you call that free and fair process. There's no way. And then the election commission and people that they like ignoring the process, never even spoke about it, not even acknowledging what went on. It just show you that all of these was part of their plan and people being on tapes talking about stuffing ballot and they are just stupid and so to put this amount there. It wasn't free and fair. That's all I can say. And it like thank God, whatever God has already destined, I always say tell him the reaction. You can try, you can fight. But if it's God that destined it, you will do all you can, but you will not stop it. That's what happened yesterday. If it wasn't the Liberian people, God did not use them to stand up to be brave and fight for their rights. And say, oh no, my vote will be counted. Our voices will be heard. What we chose, who we chose will be announced. And I, standing up, even though did it stop everything? I doubt it. But for the most, they did extremely well. So I took up my hats up to them. They have really, really, they were really great yesterday. So free, fair, transparent. No, it wasn't.
Why? Okay.
I
So
just saw you.
sorry.
You want me to go back over?
Made noise.
No one's making noise.
No. I said if people us who went to protect their vote, we tell them to make noise. Like Adi Bongo made noise.
Okay, so now let's talk a bit about now we're about to go. Maybe we'll close up on this round. Let's talk about the
Nelson,
number.
have you checked the audio I sent to your messenger?
No, I haven't. We'll do that shortly.
A piece of evidence.
The boys have started to sell their office desks, the laptop, and everything. People selling everything now.
No, we got to discuss it. Important. Like people know nothing.
No.
You know my brother like this. Hey,
listen, Baba. The thing is, we have to go a step further. Not just. But again, I will listen to the audio. Rudolph, I will.
Rudolph put in our group chat.
Okay, so having talked about the process, and I want us to just now briefly take a look at this whole thing about the neck, the government versus what we see coming up. Now, before getting here, the Justice Minister had a press conference, and he said that folks should not be in the business of announcing results. That the National Elections Commission is the only body responsible to do that. Now the next thing is the election is held, and we see that political parties set up their own infrastructures. And I want to share some of those screenshots. Let me see if I can share some of them. So you take, for example, we saw some images from the CDC. So Vasco, as I said, if you have some images from your war room that you want to share on the stream, you can do that in case you have some. In case you have some of those images, you can share that. I will certainly have them displayed here. You were trying to unmute to say something? You want to say something, Vasco?
Yes. Vasco produced anything from a chat from a war room or resume from the show.
Yeah.
I got
guys. Let's stop the interruption, man. We can't have someone on the floor. Let's do this one at a time. Yeah, Vasco, please go ahead.
I got a lot of screenshots from my war room. But
okay. You want to share that?
we are the ruling party, and we decide to follow the Flemington Declaration. We cannot be acting like the way the opposition behaving. So we have to keep this peace. That is the reason why you see right now we are now. I tried today. I think I sent one in the chat room. They can send it to you. But the recent one we have right now, I won't be able to put it up for now until I can get, go ahead for my.
Okay, but you put initially you posted some in the chat room.
Yeah.
And you are willing to share that with me, talking about some of the images from your war room. But the ones you have now, the current ones, you're not willing to share with me because you haven't received the authorization.
The party mandate.
Shut up.
Okay. So the party mandate. The party mandate is saying that you shouldn't share. You share the first one, but the party mandate.
We don't want to go against the election commission. This thing is already wrapped up. We just
but Vasco, when you share the first one, were you not going against the next regulation when you share the first one? You even posted in the chat room. You just said that
in the chat room. Yeah, that was just the that was like 70%, 70 to 75%. But right now, as we stand, it will shock you. It will shock you guys. So now we see we just play cool. You see that we just trying talk. We added a be better. We added a be better rat. We can boil a food and we put breeze on it. That's what we're doing.
So Vasco, if I'm getting you right,
beyond closed door.
Okay, no, for the sake of our audience now, I just want to clear the air so somebody can say Nelson trying to be biased here, right? So you have some pieces of information, but you can share them with me based on the party mandate.
Yes.
Based on the fact that you don't want to be seen as that person who is violating the
rules and regulations.
Okay, but then I asked, why did you share the first one? You care to respond to that?
Yeah, that's what I said. That one came almost like early this morning, right? At the time we were not on the mandate, so that maybe you saw it went around. It went around.
Okay.
It went around on Facebook. But trust me, you won't see any other one on Facebook besides that one until we can wrap it up.
Okay. So what I'm getting from Vasco now is that the mandate is the stuff should not come out. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
So I respect that. But now let's go into the numbers. Since we cannot get any figure or any screenshot or what have you from Vasco from his war room. I have something here from but the initial one you share, you want to share it with me again? Just send it to me on Messenger or on my WhatsApp.
I'll do that.
1 second.
Yeah. Okay. I see Rudolph is up. Rudolph.
Yeah. Nelson. I don't know if you were following Facebook, but the post that was done on the e-mansion website was taken down.
They bring it down.
So if we
it's supposed to be there.
That is the screenshot that Vasco had to send you.
If they can go on e-mansion website, you know that it is real.
Nelson, you cannot put sort of screenshot up here because even the party themselves, they are not proud of that screenshot.
No.
Okay.
Because it's still attack. That's why they took it down.
That screenshot went on the e-mansion website, and let me be frank, that was not the place for it to be.
Oh.
That is the executive marshal website. That was a complete violation. That's why he saw to took it down.
Okay.
So then why didn't put it on the other pages?
I said we ruling party, we government, we're not like yo. For you by your opposition, you can go ahead and do what you want to do. You can go do normal so that's it.
Thank you.
So all the dancing you've been doing today, I didn't know you're
guys, let's proceed. Moba, I saw your hand up. You want to make
yeah. I just wanna but But wait, Vasco, you get direct contact with your party official, right? So why would they post a screenshot and then you take it from there, you put it in the chat room as something that is sent directly to you, or you just go when they post it, you just go and screenshot it, you talk it, and you believe it. And secondly, can you explain that graph? Because I think looking at some kind of two football, somebody kicking around. They just do the other one and they that one for CDC.
That one already came out, so I was sending to Nelson.
Go ahead,
I send it to Nelson. I'm about to send it to Nelson.
Okay, then, send that to me. I can
Nelson,
display
I already sent it to you. I sent you to something.
Nelson, you keep complaining about time. Can we move on?
Okay.
Let's stop the cycles.
No, we needed to set certain things right to Sherry. We needed to set certain things right.
But
we don't want a situation where it will appear like you okay, so here is what we have, right? So as it stands, numbers are coming out. As I was saying, despite the justice minister, and stuff like that, the numbers are coming out. Numbers are coming out. Numbers are coming out. And from the UP War Room, for example, they have numbers coming out. I will get Vasco on the number that coming out, the one that will delete it from the Executive Mansion website. I will get it coming. Okay, so this is it. Okay, so there's River G here, right?
River G.
So River G, as you know, is one of the southeastern counties. Ambassador Boakai has 21% of the votes there, while President George Weah has 79%.
Somebody mute.
Can we all mute? Can we all just mute, please?
Yeah.
And then that's River G there for you. Then you move to another one here we have coming up from the Unity Party War Room. This is what Montserrat County, 56%. They've received 56% of the results already. And of that number, Ambassador Barker has 50.2%, while the CDC has 49.8%. And then you move on to, we're just going to call the percentage.
That's Bassa, right?
Yeah, this is Grand Bassa County. They have 36% of the result as of the time this screenshot came out. With that, Ambassador Barker has 49%, while President George Weah have 51%. And then you move to what? Maryland County, one of the southeastern counties. Ambassador Barker has 19% of the vote, while while the CDC has 81% of the votes from Maryland County. Out of 62% already completed that they have in their war room. So you come to Lofa County. Ambassador Barker has 70% of the votes from Lofa County, while President George Weah has 30% out of the 29% that they've already concluded. Then you move on to Bowman County.
Yep.
President George Weah has 40% of the 68% of the votes of the results they have from there, while Ambassador Barker has 60%. So President George, we have 40. Ambassador Barker has 60%. You move to Grand Crew County. So this is what they have in Grand Crew County. Ambassador Barker 9%, while the CDC has 91% of the 36% of the votes they've concluded from Grand Crew County. And then you move to that's
Bon
County, 54%. President George Weah has 48% out of that 54. Why Ambassador Barker has 52%. So the county, it goes on. The different counties are there and the votes. But again, let me state something here. The percentage you're seeing here is the percentage of is the percentage is considering the percentage that they've already done with in that particular county. So you take, for example, you have Grand Julia here, right? So in Grand Julia County, they've concluded 50%. The war room said they have 50% of the vote for Grand Crew County. So of that number, out of the 50%, President George Weah got 89% of that number, and then Ambassador Barker got 11%. So the same goes. We move on to the other counties. For example, you have Grand Cape Mount. They done with 71% of that number, 55% for Ambassador Barker, while 45 for President George Weah. So you move to what? Which county is this? Okay, so this is
who's in county there?
No, that's a total overall.
Total overall.
Okay, yeah, sure. Polling places reported
60. Okay.
So they've reported on a total of 60.23% of the total polling places. So it means that they have a little over 39% of the polling places in total across the country that they still need to get results from. As of the time,
that was yesterday, right?
Yeah, Nelson, that was from yesterday, not from today.
Yeah. We just
sure. That's why I'm saying as of the time these results were up. All right.
Oh.
So from the 60%, what they had was 52% for Ambassador Barker, 52.4%, while President George Weah got 47.9%. So it was at 60%. But today, the latest report from there has it that they are now at 95%. 95%. So it means that in just 2 days, the Unity Party was able to get results, get the numbers from across the country, and be able to get up to 95% of the results that they can be able to beat their chest and say this is coming from our war room, and we can report this as our own work we've done, giving the National Elections Commission own tally, the tally sheets and everything, blah blah blah. But now, here's the thing, guys. These numbers. Where is Vasco? Is Vasco still with us? Vasco, are you here? Okay, Vasco. I need the one from CDC. I want to post the CDC on up before I can come on with this. Okay, this
the
is
round
it.
triangle. We discussing the earth. Anyway, go ahead.
Now just triangle down there. It's not a regular triangle. So okay, so let me have it coming up here. Okay. I mean, I know you want to come in. Just a minute.
No,
our missionary.
my nail.
Our missionary, don't joke.
Just a minute. Okay, so, I hope I can have this through. Okay, so with these numbers coming out, can we say here that this is progress? Okay, again, let me try to get this one coming out. I just want to have. Okay, so Vasco, there's no need to have you struggle to get that stuff to me. I have it now.
I'll send it to you. And you got chat.
Okay. Wow. It's so
See,
small.
rarely go.
Small. So but I think while we have it on the screen, I will try to go through what I have here.
So
the initial reports or screenshots we displayed were from the Unity Party War Room as of yesterday. This one that is on the stream is from the CDC War Room as of yesterday. They same yesterday. So you have wow. It's really, really small. It's really, really small. Okay, so no, I will manage somehow. I will see it. So
that's a technical one.
Is a technical one?
When I
Yeah.
say it now,
I was gonna say it's a technical one. Okay, but let me go through what I have here, right? Let me go through what I have here. So you have the different political parties in the counties. I see CDC and I see the Unity Party. So Lofa County, I will just go by the same percentage because the numbers, is a long time calling the entire number and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You don't stream your app, boy. You just get that thing, download it and stuff like that. So Lofa County for the Unity Party, they have what? 71%. 71%. While the CDC has 29%. In Grand Bassa.
That's not even true.
In Grand Bassa County.
Yeah,
in Grand Bassa County.
It looks like 48.8.
What?
Can we put this thing on nothing? Somebody gonna hurt their eyes.
Let's see, you just read it to us.
Okay, so no, let's have it there. We're reading through this thing.
Yeah,
let the people who have glasses, let the people who have glasses make better use of their glasses now. So so you have Lofa County. The Unity Party has 71%, while the CDC has 29%. In Grand Bassa County, as per what the CDC posted, they said the Unity Party had 43 or 41.3%, while the Unity Party had 41.3%, while the CDC had wow.
I told you hurt your eyes.
Let's say you gotta open it, make it bigger.
No, I got love for this thing, but I don't think I can.
You can't make it.
Nancy, I don't
Oh,
think
you
I
don't think it
have
down?
smaller.
Nancy, you see what you
Okay. Can you do Justin Vasco? No. No. I'm trying to be fair to you, Vasco, but my health matters a lot too.
No, yeah, you gotta spread it.
The man love it, but he not make it.
Yeah.
I thought you say you're finding men again. Why you turning the men?
But Nancy, you can open it and Vasco can be the one reading it.
That one was already out.
Okay.
But the one I will make all of you to come
Let's
this
don't lick your face.
I mean, no, don't go, Sheriff. You're not going, Sheriff.
The one I will make to come crying in there.
Let's do this, right? Let's do this, guys. I want you to make your own judgment between the two numbers that are coming out. And the good thing about these numbers is that the numbers came out at the same time. Yesterday and yesterday. Unity Party yesterday we displayed. CDC yesterday we displayed. Let's make sense of these numbers.
Yeah. I won't be the
So as per what they have here, if you look at this particular stream, there's a portion of it you see blue and you see green, the one that's on the right, the right side of the stream.
The green at UP.
And you see green. The green for UP and the blue for CDC. So as per what the CDC had here, they said based on their own war room, their sophistication they put in place, the technology and everything they applied, the Unity Party was able to get 42.1% of the votes, while the CDC got 51.9% of the votes. Vasco, are you there? Am I right? I got your number. I got the figures right?
No, you gotta look at it again.
No, I'm not going back. I'm not going to the entire numbers. I'm going to the percentage. Where you have the green, it represents the Unity Party. See Ambassador Barker there as well.
Yes.
Where you have the blue, it represents the CDC. I see President George Weah's name there. And under the CDC, you have 51.9%. to where you have the Unity Party. I see what 40.
What is it, right? Invalid?
48.1%, Nelson.
48.1%.
Thank you, Nelson.
Very
Yes.
has a good 48.1%. So Vasco, can you explain to us which one in the red here? The one that in the red.
Is that invalid?
No, listen now. Hey, y'all can help people explain your own. Let me explain my own.
Yeah.
That was
Nelson,
last
the
year,
red,
2017.
The red is
red
supposed
is
to be
the
the
number
outstanding
of
vote.
Okay.
the outstanding vote.
Oh God, you didn't even know it.
There you go. The blue is the one that
Vasco chance.
the
Yeah,
blue
guys, just
is
give the
already
guys.
the blue is already counted. That
Okay.
red is the outstanding vote. That one it haven't been counted yet to reach it to 100%.
Okay.
So of that, so now I mean the total there, I think it's 70 something. Yeah.
I mean, what?
I gotta look in my phone here because they on the screen everything in my phone I'm using. Okay. Open. I'm about to get it from here.
Nelson, take your phone. This guy neck.
What are y'all talking?
No, I don't have my phone on the guy's neck.
No, don't mind. Nelson.
No, in fact, the guy is talking about this chat, so it will remain obvious. Yeah, go ahead, Vasco. You have the time. The time is all yours. Explain this chat to us. Let the Liberian people understand what this chat is talking about. This one is coming from the CDC war room. Go ahead, Vasco.
So that's it, Nelson. We go like 70. Actually, I got my whole chat in the phone here, but it's 70-something% of the total number of polling places or the total number of votes. So the one in red right there.
Something.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's say a little over 70%.
Little over 70% of the total number of vote already tallied.
So
the one in the red there is the one.
Vasco,
yeah.
I want to understand something. Vasco, sorry, I want to understand something. So you're saying that as per this particular chart, your guy here, the 51% and the 49% that you gave to both Ambassador Barker and Ambassador and President George Weah.
Yeah.
It constitutes is coming from this 70%. So it means that 70% of the vote already gone so.
Already gone so that the way you're being again almost 90% gone.
But Vasco, here's the thing, and I think I should come in with this. If you guys told just yesterday to get 70%, then it means that you should be completed today.
Yeah.
Nancy, that's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you. I said for us right now, where we have reached, we are the government. We can't behave like the opposition. But I'm telling you, where we have reached right now, everything is sealed. We're just waiting for NEC to announce what we have.
Wow.
You will see us. Yeah, yesterday was highly political. Everybody was doing all kinds of things. And you understand? People try to energize their base. People try to do this. That's why that graph came out. But trust me, we're done. We're finished. We got chopper. Our chopper want to collect our quick.
79.1%.
We got it. I'm telling you what we got. We got it.
Okay. 79.1%.
I want to put that in the chat room so I was getting against sleep. That's why I put it there. And since I put it there, it's been tough on them. But next thing we done, trust me, from now to Friday, the football was sent
again,
the ball.
Again, let me say this, Vasco. Vasco, you're saying that you took just one day to get 7. I mean, what did you say? Is it number 79.1%, right?
79.1.
79.1%. Just one day.
Yeah. It came out this morning.
Okay.
Listen, so that two candidates, it's easy. Maybe you guys struggling to get your own tally sheet from the southeast, but it's easy for us. Very easy. Because we got chopper.
Okay. Thank you.
We got chopper flying to Bonjama. We got chopper flying to the
conclude on this note, guys.
To be able to get everything.
Let's conclude on this note, guys. I want you guys to share your thoughts on these numbers that are coming out. It's good we have Vasco here tonight. Vasco took up his time to explain to us the CDC.
Nothing.
The CDC.
Yeah. Nothing. Stop that.
The
Why
CDC.
to stop? Who are you people?
CDC chat. No, guys, you're not interrupt me. Vasco took his time to explain the CDC war room report. And he said the reason why they deleted it from the executive mansion website is because it's not supposed to be there. That's why they take it from there.
Yes.
So let's start with you. And they want to get now, they can display it because party members say they will not display it.
I'll start
so let's
we
start with you.
are the ruling party. We don't want. We are the government. We don't want to be behaving like the opposition.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I see Amos Morris wants to come on. And
one more thing, Nelson. I want these people to know that the Flamington
Declaration.
I'm coming to you, Francis. We'll start with you, Francis. Then we think about
Flamington Declaration. The people signed. All these things were in it. Nobody should announce result until the national.
So what happened yesterday when you were doing it? You had a whole CNN set up yesterday.
We
what
never
happened to
announced. If you say people came in the street yesterday, and I can get you why the people came in the street.
They won't wear a
okay, guys, let's not go there. Let's do.
No, I just want you to answer that question. Y'all had a whole CNN set up yesterday.
But let's start with Francis. Vasco, hold on your thoughts. Vasco. Just hold on. Let's go to Francis. Francis, let's hear your thoughts on this thing. Francis, we got plenty of numbers coming out. You just saw the other chart from the CDC war room. And you see another chart from the Unity Party war room. Both charts we're displaying here today, the results we're displaying are the results from yesterday's work. It's what we're displaying tonight. What's your take on these numbers? And comparing it to that of what NEG has already started releasing.
I mean, first of all, the seditions or whatever war room or whatever numbers they're showing out there, that's distraction. Because how they're just showing number with no evidence, not showing anything, right? But if you look at Unity Party's war room, they have created a chart of everything that goes from prison to districts to county, and everything. When you click on it, you can see the number of votes. It shows you the tally sheets signed by both parties and NEC and STEM. But CDC, they just pull anything out of the air and just throw it out so they can sound intelligent, sound like they have a war room. They had their fake setup over there. All they did was stand around and talk. So what do you think about this thing? They're over here.
So who was who was doing the why you think about this?
That one has shouldn't been named. The one that have a bunch of evidence on Paga, but he couldn't show it. That the one that standing with a bunch of clowns around the table, like a tire shop, kept making noise. They're talking.
Guys, please mute.
45%, but no talent sheet. They're not showing nothing. They're just showing percentage out there. They know to talk about, oh, we got all this. Our number increased in Southeast. Why did our number decrease in Nima and Lo-Fi and other places? To show they don't have sense, right? They're not smart. There were 20 people, 20 parties in the first round. 18 dropped off. And the top 3 outside of Barca and CDC, the top 3 endorsed Barca. So let's just assume that you got some of those partisans from those other from some opposition. But are you going to say that Barca number will decrease even though he got endorsement from the top 3 oppositions?
So Vasco, you are sorry, not Vasco, but for instance, you are saying that you don't believe what's coming from the CDC war room. You think it's fake?
Absolutely not, because it makes zero sense. Even a baby that start talking today can look at it and say this stuff make no sense. But if you look at Unity Party side, there's evidence, right? Alex said today that they will present that to international partners. That is risky. If they don't trust their numbers and they do that, even CDC can sue them and they will use that as evidence. And anybody can sue Unity Party, and that's evidence because they have everything there, including the title sheets. So I don't know why this man is talking about like putting stuff out of the air. Like I don't know, but it makes zero sense.
Thank you. Now, Vasco, Francis made a very important point. Do you guys have a breakdown data? How do you call it? The what? Data sheet or what?
Yeah, the data and the breakdown by county, and district.
It's a systematic breakdown that they have from prison to.
Okay, so Vasco, just take 20 seconds quickly to respond to that. You got anything like that attached to this aside from just the chat that we see here? You are muted, Vasco, so you have to unmute.
Our chat room is one of the sophisticated chat room in compared to what do people have over there. Next thing we have everything, but this is something we are not displaying. What am I talking about? The Unity Party people, they're displaying, they're standing on the screen and telling you this and doing that. If we come out to do that, if we come out to do that, the same thing the doing order would do it. But I bet you to show any post from our war room, if you're gonna see data sheet or any breakdown you're talking about, you want me to show you now on my own live or a post I got here. Okay, so that's two different things. That people displaying. How many data sheet they can show? Did that show you one data sheet?
Yeah, I saw. I think I saw a few tally sheets that they displayed. We'll come to you, Vasco. We're gonna come to you. Let's take Sharif. Let's take Sharif.
Please, I have to leave.
Good night, folks.
Nothing. I'm just going to 30 seconds and then I leave.
Okay, yeah.
Nothing. Folks. I don't think it's fair to our audience for us to waste our time here with what this guy's saying here, because he doesn't know what he's talking about.
No,
and we all know what the facts are, and in due course the facts will be out. The Liberian people have seen what is going on, and they know which side is telling the truth, which side is lying. You can come out here and try to basically just by listening to him, I've lost some brain cells. So just to we don't need yeah, I'm honest. So just to reiterate what I said again, we don't need to waste our time on this. So all we have to focus on is the new Liberia. How we're going to rebuild our new nation. How we're going to recover those stolen assets.
Sorry,
how we're going to hold these corrupt people into account.
We're talking result. You're talking about rebuilding Liberia. We are rebuilding Liberia.
Let me just conclude.
You're interrupting.
Let me just conclude. Vasco, please.
I'm not making no sense.
Let me just conclude. Conclude.
Vasco, let's be
Vasco
person on the platform, please.
Yes, so like I said again, we have responsible people that are watching this show. They have left their respective personal engagement to come and listen to us because they want to listen. They want to learn about their nation. They want to know what's the new direction of their country. They want to know what's new. They want to know how they can contribute to their new nation. We're not here to come and listen to Tabata. We are way beyond that.
So you think everything Vasco said, with all the chats Vasco displayed, you still call it Tabata?
It's Tabata. So
why do you think it's a Tabata? Why do you think that thing is a Tabata?
What is the facts in that can prove to someone that this is something that we can rely on? Does that chat depict various district or how many numbers that vote were accumulated from that specific district? That's not. These guys are not serious, and this is why that I say I'm not here to waste my time on this. We have moved beyond that. Liberia, we have a new dawn, and we have a new leadership now. We have to rebuild our nation. We have to fight hard to bring these corrupt officials into account. We have to recover our stolen assets. We have to make sure that the children that have been deprived from going to school, they start going back to school. We have to make sure we rebuild our hospital system, our school curriculum, update them, make sure that everything is working. People that were deprived from going to the nation, they are allowed to come back and contribute to the nation and build our nation. And our other countries in our sub-region have all moved ahead. It's only Liberia that's still far behind. We are lagging. We have to do well. And also, on a last note, I just want to wish our darling national team, Lone Star, will be playing against Malawi on Friday. We wish them the best of luck. Bring back the pride and smile to our nation again. We have missed you. You guys were somehow neglected under this regime, under the footballing president.
For the past 6 years.
Thank you.
It's appalling. This is the only field that he thrived at, and to see how football has denigrated in our under his watch is sad to see. That tells you that this man was inept, and Labrampo have paid the price, and that is by removing this guy. So
Thanks a lot.
join
Thanks
us on the new cause to rebuild our nation. Thank you, Nelson.
Thanks a lot, Sherry.
Yes,
Guys, I want us
thank
to
you, thank you.
point. No, I want us to stick to the discussion. I want us to stick to the discussion.
Yes, I gotta come in, my man. I already tell you I gotta go
Yeah.
to work.
So mobile, you can come in. Yes, Vasco, I see you want to make a quick point, but let's have mobile come in. Then right after that, you can come
I
in.
wanna even stay on because I think what Vasco displayed tonight, it showed dishonestly because if you look at the entire chart he just brought out, there's no explanation. Like CNN today, like CNN, as a Syria, like all the media entities that are in Liberia, when they're discussing politics, more especially when it comes to election, they explain to you where those votes coming from, how many percent, how many people vote. But we see nothing. You say we're hiding. Why you're hiding? You're hiding nothing because you don't get nothing. If you get something, then you're calling a CEO to give you a 30 paper. You're texting people 500. You can't even pay your own pool washer. Then you sit down here, you can say, where you're taking pool 30 shit from? Look at the way the honorable displays on the stream. People were convinced, even according to my sources, the American embassy was able to call the joint a representative from the security sector, from NEC, from the both political party, and display the same thing in the American embassy for the people to see, to tell them that actually mess up with the election. This is over. Then you come here, you can bring Sonny looking at Sonny around the free time ball. What we used to play doing all this. You can bring it and you say you displaying a graph. Where's the graph over there?
So what's the point? What's the issue with that? With
the
Vasco's display? Because we displayed the party resolving that war. Yeah, but go ahead, Mobile.
I want to be looking at Vasco Fair. I've been talking. My issue here is they put a bunch of people together. They put it somewhere. We don't know nothing. They even know about computer. They know about data. Nothing. They just put it there. They're talking tabata. They can't explain nothing. They won't go up. They won't come down. But you see Amara Kone. You saw the man. You saw what the man did. When the man clicked on Maserado, district number 9. You will see the percentage. You will see how many people vote. You will see how many percentage George Weah get, how many percentage the ambassador get. So that's the type of thing we're talking about. We're talking about you can't sit down here and say we can't click the one. When you click the one, it can't open. First of all, that identical when you get a screenshot. They don't even send it to you. They don't even know you. That screenshot, they just take through, they put it out there, you bring it to, you won't come fool the audience. Don't do that. Don't do that. My Liberian people, let me conclude by saying this. My Liberian people, thank you. Thank you for taking the incumbent president from in power. The man that messed our country to the extent that saying took power 6 years. No investor in our country. One company in our country. The security, they go to you saw what happened. They intimidated our people. You saw it. The people stood their ground. So want to give you kudos. You did well. Let God bless you. And today we all will come together and make Liberia great again. That's the reason why. So about 4 days, we're not supposed to sleep in our eye. It's not to say we don't want to sleep. 4 good days, we will make sure our people do the right thing and they did. I submit. God bless Liberia. Vasco, carry your forward. You go play you, Costa, and the other people.
Let's hold you there and hear from Cindy. I see your hand up.
Yeah, I get love, but I can't make it. So let me get me my closing remark. This more. I get strong love, but I can't make him tired. Look, we will see tallies sheet from war room, peace room, whatever room. At the end of the day, I am going to be patient. I know that the election commission will give us the final result. But I said earlier that, I want to agree, right, with the other guys like Mamba and folks that spoke. If you do some comparison between the 2 war rooms and the data, how the data has been released, you can tell that there's one war room have some strong professional backing, and the other war room is pretty much just throwing out numbers. So if we base on those two facts, then it's simple to say that the UP War Room, with a very strong professional backing, clear data explanation, then you can have some level of confidence and trust in that war room. Yet, I mean, still, the finer results or the finer pronouncement will come from Madame, La Sala Brown. And let us all be patient. Let us wait. But look, I think the strong message go to her, the Election Commission. Don't do anything to take us back to the dark days or bring any sort of chaos to Liberia. The people did their part, they voted. Go and release the people numbers and do it, the right way so that the people can get the actual results. But again, Nelson, you can tell from my eyes, I have love, but I can't make it. Let me leave.
You can make it. You have love, but you can make it. Thank you. Let's hear from Norman. Norman, Dan, go ahead. You can do your
Thank you,
closing.
Delcy. So I would just like to say, the seditious, they feel that just to talk, that all to it. And the thing that what happened in the first round is going to repeat itself. But they got a surprise coming for them. Because what happened in the first round, United Party, they didn't put much attention to the Southeast. Because they had already settled that, the Southeast for Chowia. So they really focused on that Southeast. So what they did in the first round is they got all our results. Then whatever they can use from the Southeast to add it all to pull Chowia in front. That's what they did in the first round. And they think it's going to happen this round. It's not going to happen. Because why? We have already took all the data sheet from the Southeast for every single police station. Even the one they cheated on. Where some police station, they have 500 people registered to vote, but they had a 518 person voting. First of all, there's no way the 500 people will vote. So why would be the extra 18% adding to it? So right now, they're just putting themselves together. Oh, we're gonna get all the record from this place. Then we'll go in the Southeast where we can add number, so we'll add number there bit by bit. But they
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Leslie.
Okay, so let's hear from you, Mary.
Thank you, Nelson. So I want to partially disagree with my brother Moba when he said CDC do not have war room or anything like that. CDC is a sitting incumbent, so they're capable of affording pool washers various places and have their own war room if they want to. But what I think went wrong is the lack of leadership for the CDC, which is the reason why the Liberian people voted them out in the first place. Due to the lack of leadership, CDC was not able to focus on creating a situation room where they will focus on getting their tally sheet from different polling places. Instead, they were more focused on intimidating and terrorizing the people while they were at the polling station voting.
Okay.
The CDC will come up with different numbers, which is something some of us that have been affiliated with CDC know they are capable of all the time. But that doesn't mean that the numbers are real. They will make up numbers. The lack of leadership in the CDC tells you the Liberian people made the right choice. CDC made a mistake because you see that this is why Honorable Kone said he
20 seconds.
He only made his situation room and their data tallying and everything possible because of inclusiveness and being able to appreciate people around you and include others. And that is something CDC lack. And I also want to say he did so well because the sophistication that we see in the data system they have put together is what we should have initially seen for the election in the first place, because people were supposed to be voting with the fingerprint and stuff like that. But Madam David Lasana and her party that put her in the position had their own way of trying to manipulate the Liberian people. So they had different plans, but at the end of the day, Liberia wins.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Marie. We take Raymond, then we'll take Vasco, and then if Amy here, she'll close.
So, as a hypothetical question to my brother Vasco, if he can, what kind of chart the CDC display in their presentation of their data? If you know it, I guess you don't. Do you?
No. The man is muted, so you have to give him the time to. Vasco, you are muted. Can you unmute?
I know, but that is not a discussion. I can't tell you what we did in.
I just want to let you know
what kind of format we use and whatsoever.
I asked you for a chart. That's something you learn in elementary to junior high.
That is not for me to tell you.
Because you do not know.
This is not a classroom.
You knew you were trying to. I'm trying to prove a point to you.
This is not a classroom. Say what you want to say.
Vasco, you ask elementary questions like, who is an investor, and you didn't know it. I'm only trying to expose your ignorance.
But you liar. You didn't even know who is an investor.
No,
Vasco, I'm only trying to expose your ignorance.
A company can be an investor. So I mean,
yeah, guys, let's make progress. We have less than 4 minutes to close up. So
we're discussing the issue. And when you come,
that is not a discussion yet.
So let's give Raymond his time to close. Raymond, you have 1 minute 30 seconds to close.
I just want to expose Vasco ignorance all the time.
I'm setting the timer now, and I hope we will live up to that.
I'm just trying to expose Vasco ignorance. I knew the very kind of chat from junior high school, somewhere around elementary school. I'm just trying to say this guy come to discuss things he know little or nothing about. That's why he would tell you an investor has to be a person. And that's something you can just put in Google and learn. But when people refuse to learn, they get stuck up in their ignorance and they think they know it. And when you don't know it and pretend that you know it, you are more dangerous than someone who don't know it. Liberians, the CDC is a criminal cartel. What they do to ordinary people, they brainwash you and get you stuck up in a bubble and believing lies and delusion as your reality. And when you know that, you will reject truth and honesty. What has happened in this election? The CDC did not even try to win an election. All they did was to do everything to rig an election, depending on the election.
Yeah.
The party learned from the October polls. What they did, they brought in a Ghanaian fellow who has smartphones with VPN on them that can be hacked easily and to transmit the data to the war room. And the Unity Party, the CDC tried to use her government powers to put a stop to that. However, the Unity Party had plan B. With the Lex, the Amara Connor, who's an IT guru, were able to set up a war room and left CDC dancing around, not understanding what happened. Liberian people, rest assured, the data you saw from Amara Connor, they are accurate. They're the ones that were posted on the wall from the tally sheet when the votes are counted in the polling place. It's an official data.
Thank you.
NEC cannot even change that data. If NEC does that, NEC will be held for breaking the laws. That data is the official data of the counts, the counts of the vote. And that's why Unity Party is using, irrespective of all the other cheating that took place.
Thank you.
My people, I just want to say thanks for what you've done. We are proud of you. Thank you. We salute you.
Thanks a lot, Raymond. And so we're closing up now. Vasco, you spoken already, right? Okay, so just take a minute, 30 seconds to close up. Then we take Ami, then we'll be out.
So so this is the problem I got with these people. Okay, you believe one thing, and then the other thing is complete trash. I got my side, you got your side. Your side display whatsoever they have, you believe it. I'm telling you, this is what I have. It's up to you to believe it or not. But if for you to be coming after me because I just display something that we have, that is not right, gentlemen or ladies. Tell the people what you have. So I will use the little time and we'll go to by country. And then you compare to what you guys have over there. Then you will know where we're talking from. Lofa country, Unity Party, your top of 71%, CDC get 29%. According to where we are, because like I said, we have already done 4,419, and that amounted to 75.0%. So I will call the country.
Yeah. You want to just summarize that? So
let me summarize it quick. Grand Basso, CDC top you there. CDC got 51.2%. You got 48.8%. Maryland, CDC top you there. 65.8% to 34.2%. Grand G there. CDC got 72.4%. You got 27.6%. Sano County, CDC got 61.1%. You got 30.9%. Bon County, we got 54.1%. And you got 45.9%. Lima County, you top or you got 79.7%. CDC got 20.3%. Mount Gibby, you got 60.
That's what we go through the whole thing again.
9%.
Yeah. Vasco. Yeah, Vasco. Take the next. Take the next.
You go 4 minutes already. You had the time to explain that you didn't.
No, I mean, let's give Vasco a little bit.
County, you top order, you got 67.1%. We got 32.9%. Cape More, you got 61.5%, and we got 38.6%. Bapolu, you got 52.4%. We got 47.6%. Riverside, you got 38.1%. We got 61.9%. Monserrato, you got 51.2%. We got 48.8%. River G, you got 28.3%. We got 71.7%. Grand Coup, 20.9%, and we got 79%. So the total you got here is 7.
I didn't hear Nima.
Oh yeah, I call Nima. Nima they got 79.7%, and we got 20.3%. So your total vote here is 719,405. And CDC here we got 775,895. The total invalid vote is 17,357. The total is 1,512,667. So you're going to sleep on there too. My own are fake.
Thank you.
I get problem.
Thank you. I mean, take us home. Let's.
That was just on day one. Before we get.
You can do those
seconds. Vasco a whole lot of time. Just give me a few seconds.
No, that was just a short time for Vasco to learn.
No.
That wasn't a short time. 30 seconds of our time because we're wrapping up now. We have to go. We out of time.
You're not fair.
So then Vasco is a guest here and I'm not. So I think I recognize that.
But Raymond, you just had your time to.
Vasco spoke before I came on and you gave
me. Okay, Raymond, take 20 seconds.
So nothing. It's a disservice, especially to me, for NASCO to present data that he don't even understand the format of which the data is. I asked the man which form of graph is the chart that he presenting. He don't even know it. How can he know the information in that thing? That this service, only experts who understand or think can present a thing. And if you won't waste our time, just let us know, bro.
Which one of the chat you use? Say like I don't want to know all the vote.
Vasco.
Okay, thank you, guys. We have to move on.
I know numbers. I know how to present numbers. You don't know it. So the people that prepare that they lost a lot of information that they didn't even provide when you presented such a chat. So even people who know the kind of thing can even see.
Yeah, well, election commission now you go add the
when you are educated. When you're educated, when someone write a paragraph, you can be able to deduce their level of education from their presentation, their paragraph.
Okay.
So when I see that information,
it's in flight, and then you keep interrupting. That's why I muted you, Vasco. Raymond, take 20 seconds to conclude quickly, Raymond.
So Vasco, what I want to say, it was a waste of our time and our listeners to allow you all that time to just repeat figures that you don't understand, because you don't even understand the language at which that presentation was made. So you can't present the language. When you don't understand a thing, you can't talk about it. That's just the principles of life.
Thank you.
It was a pie chart. And when you presented pie chart, there are other literatures to go with it. That presentation did not provide. So it's a vague information on that thing. That's all I got to say. Thank you.
Thank you. So Amy, just wrap up quickly.
Yeah. So you said we had two information. We took one and we left one. It's not about information coming up. If United Party would have came up with that nonsense that we just saw from you, we would have questioned it as well. We're not blind loyalists. This guy came out and broke everything down from district, precinct to precinct and explain his presentation. You don't just throw a number on a bunch of chats and just throw it out there because you see somebody else doing it. So let's do it to confuse everybody. That's not how it works. And you want people to believe that. No. So like remember, you should be proud of yourself. Do not listen to Vasco. Please, I know your head is hurting right now. Don't listen to Vasco. Try to block your ears for my brother Vasco. He will be fine. We will rescue Vasco as well. Everybody, CD Shin, whatever Shin, we are Shin. They all need rescuing. And JMB is the man of inclusion. And y'all have done the right thing. And your voices will be heard. Like everybody had already said. Viviana Brown Lasana, she cannot change that number. All those numbers she reading is those numbers combined. She cannot add or subtract. If she does, it's going to be a problem. Nobody will sit there and allow that to happen. So all we have to do, she can cherry pick all she wants.
Thank you.
At a point, all the cherry will look the same, and she would just have to bring all of them out, and she will not have to cherry pick anymore. Vasco, when I'm going for the inauguration, I'm taking you with me.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. So with that, we want to conclude this edition. I want to say thanks to everyone. Sorry to those who want to make their inputs. We can't take calls now because we're out of time. We have to take a break to be able to come back here tomorrow or later today to continue providing all of the different reports for you. So I want to say thank you again, Raymond. Thanks a lot for being here. Vasco, thanks a lot. I appreciate you for making up.
I promise if you wear green for a week straight, I will give you an inauguration ticket and an invitation.
Have a good night, guys, and bye-bye for now.
You're our brother, man. We love you.
Thank you. I love you guys.
All Liberians, my man.
I love you guys. Nothing can make me very.
Okay, thank you, guys. Thank you. We have to go. So join us tomorrow for another edition of the show. Until then, bye-bye for now.
Yes, sir. A special one from the CEO, stand coming with the spoon. And your boy, ride it.